Hi everyone, this is Leonie from My Passion for Paper, and today I want to show you my top 20 favorites list. I have been tagged by Rebecca, who is TheMissHaven here on YouTube, and I'll put the link to her channel in the description box below. And she tagged me to show me my 20 favorites of 2012. So let's get started, and thank you so much for tagging me, Rebecca. Of course, my favorites had to be these flower punches, because I love to make my own flowers, and I have them in 4 different sizes. They are from EK Success and I use them the most, so these are definitely one of my favorites. And let me see, I cannot make my flowers without my glue gun, so it has to be on my favorites list. And let me see, I love to work with gesso, so my number 3 is gesso. This is just a cheap brand that I buy at a local store here, but you can use any kind of gesso, I think, so I really love to use this as well. And let me see, glossy accents had to be on my favorites list, because when I do not adhere my things down with my glue gun, I always use glossy accents. We don't have E6000 here, so I really love to use this instead. And let me see, score tape is also one of my favorites. I really love to use this score tape in my mini albums, and I think it works perfectly. I always buy the 1/4 inch one, because I think it's my favorite size. So number 6 is my embossing tool. I always use this to create my flowers. I want to purchase some in different sizes as well, some bigger ones, but for now I always use this one. And let me see, number 7 has to be my embossing mat. I'm sorry, it looks horrible, but I use it a lot to make my flowers. And number 8 has to be my craft sheet. I use it for all my projects, and I really love working with this one. So let me see, number 9, my Cuddlebug. It's an old one, it's one of the first versions, but I really love it. It works fine, and yeah, this is my number 9. Number 10 is this cotton. I really love to use it to crochet my doilies or my flowers. So, and of course there has to be some crochet hooks as well. So this is my number 11, and I really would know what to do if I didn't have this distressing tool. Of course I can use a pair of scissors, but I'm really happy with my distressing tool. So that's my number 12. My number 13, it was on my list last year, and it's on my list this year, and I think it will be on my list every year, because I really love to use this pair of scissors. And I love to use this one as well, the paper piercer from Tim Holtz. I think it's a wonderful tool. So that's my number 14. On 15 I have my distress inks. I use the Black Soot the most. I also like to use Walnut Stain and Frayed Burlap, but this is the one I use most, so my distress ink. And of course I really love to use stamps, so I picked a few of my favorite. I'm sorry for the glare, I try to hold it like this. I use this stamp set a lot from Prima. It's one of my favorites, and this one as well. And I love to use these 2 stamp sets as well. They're both from the same company. It's a Dutch company, it's called Marianne Design. And I really love to use these stamps as well. So those 4 sheets are my favorites. And let me see, I really love to stamp with this StazOn jet black ink. It's my favorite, and I can stamp on acetate as well, so definitely one of my favorites. And of course, I love paper. My name is my passion for paper, and I love all kinds of paper. I love the feel of it, and I love the smell of it. And my favorite paper collection for 2012 was the romance novel by Prima. So, and of course one of my favorites is also my camera. I record with my Sony most of the time. It's a photo camera, and I really like the quality, but the thing I don't like is that it doesn't have a screen and I can not see if I'm in frame. And my in-laws were so sweet to lend me their camcorder, so I'm working with their camcorder right now. It's a Sony and I really love it. Without my camera I am not able to record my projects, so my camera is definitely one of my favorites. And last but most definitely not least is you, everyone on YouTube. I get inspired by all of you. I get friendships, and I get the most wonderful comments, and if it wasn't for you I was not able to create and record and upload my videos. And yeah, so the most important thing on my favorites list is you, and I want to thank you for being there, for giving inspiration, for putting a smile on my face with the wonderful comments. And I have not been a really good YouTuber lately because there was a lot going on, and I won't go into any detail, but I hope next year will be a better year. It was a challenging year. We went through a lot, but we also learned a lot, so I like to be positive. And yeah, this was my list of favorites, and I am going to tag 3 ladies, and I'll put their names in the description box and their channels below. And of course it's not an obligation, but I hope you will upload your favorites list as well. It doesn't have to be right away, because it can also be in a few weeks. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I want to thank you, Rebecca, for tagging me. And I hope you have the most wonderful New Year's Eve, and I wish you all the best for the next year. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye bye.